Since the beginning of time, people have been trying to figure out ingenious ways to get from point A to point B. It may never get quite that easy, but in Irving, we've got some pretty interesting ways to get around town, and we'll take a look at a few of them in this edition of Discover Irving. Let's get going. Walking's a good way. A moonlight boat trip on Lake Carolyn certainly is a great way to make a romantic memory. But if what you like is a little adventure, no better place to find that than on a Harley.
Welcome to EagleRider Rent-A-Harley. EagleRider, we rent dreams. That's our tagline. We rent dream because I think most of us have some sort of dream to live free and be wild. We rent by the day. It's a 24-hour period. The requirements are you must have a motorcycle license. It must be 21 years or older. And obviously you have to be able to pay for it. And there is a security deposit, depending on whether you purchase our insurance coverage or not. And that's it. And you have to be able to ride. You have to demonstrate capability to ride, and we will help you out with that. Lots of gentlemen come in here. They had a motorcycle in their youth, and they come in here and they want to try it back out again. Generally, we for someone who's not sure, we will actually walk him in here and go through the different bike models, and show them and let them sit on the bikes until they're comfortable. It's not something that you're going to go in and see someone with a 20-year-old, leaking oil, dripping and smoking out the back. These are the latest and greatest. We know that when people come here to rent, they're looking to rent a dream and not a smoking clunker that's going to break down 3 miles from here and walk halfway back to the store and get a tow home. We do have the Softail line. We have the touring line. We have the Sportster, we have the Big Daddy, the Electric Glide, we have Road King. We have a little of everything. We generally try to stock the bikes that people like to ride or are more popular. And if they're comfortable, we'll put them on whatever their dream is, which is going back to the thing, we rent dreams, experience the dream. We have two major segments of population that rents from us. One, what we call the weekend warriors, people who have a passion to ride but that do not own one. Generally, we'll see them in here to rent for the weekend, whether it is for a charity ride or they're out with their buddies for the ride, or they might be in town visiting their friend who has a bike. The other segment is, believe it or not, we have lots and lots of international tourists.
I'm actually from Australia.
From BC, Canada.
From Canada.
They have the dream of riding somewhere in America in a Harley Davidson motorcycle and to have wind in their hair.
Today, unfortunately, we have to stick to the highway for a bit. We're going to head down 183. We leave the highway, and then from there it's secondary roads all the way down to College Station, and then the next day we make our way down to Galveston and continue along the coast all the way to New Orleans.
We came up to ride from here to Orlando.
We're going up north to a place called Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and then we're coming across back to Dallas.
American Dream is about freedom. A lot of our culture is encompassed around cars, automobile transportation, to be able to hit the open road, to explore your individuality, the freedom, which is what Harley Davidson motorcycle is all about.
The two things are synonymous, Harley Davidson and America. So that's why we come here. This is the best place to ride. The roads are great, the country's bike friendly, facilities are good, everything works. We love it here. We like going to the smaller towns. It just seems to be, stay away from the cities, you meet more interesting locals that way, have better experiences.
Apparently, motorcycles are not just for the guys.
We stop for tourist attractions and for out-of-the-way pubs.
To be safe on the open road, you need to be prepared.
You've got to have the correct gear, helmet, leather jacket. These jeans have got Kevlar lining in them, so it's a bit more abrasion proof. Good set of boots, gloves. So once you've got that, then there's not much else you need. You can live out of one T-shirt for a week if you have to, and a credit card. You need a credit card, and you're done.
Well, you pack kind of light, You make sure you use a washing machine every stop you make. And I pack all my stuff in the large container. My husband gets one side container, and I get my shopping in the other.
We just have such friendly people, especially if you pull up in a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. You know, I mean, it's an instant conversation opener. Somebody always has something to talk about. Whether, you know, if you run out of gas, or, you know, God forbid you run over a nail, you get a flat tire on the side of the road, someone will stop to help you. It just brings out the American dream in all of us.
Folks, you can get around town on a DART train, you can have yourself a romantic gondola adventure, or you can come over and see John and rent yourself a Harley and get out there on the open road. Hope you had a great time. I know I did. We'll see you on the next edition of Discover Irving.